Be inspired by stories of faith in action with Christy Graham, host of the On the Ground podcast from Samaritan's Purse. Christy recently joined Bought and Beloved, Christian Parent Crazy World, Praying Christian Women, and That's Just What I Needed, to share incredible stories of how God is working through Samaritan's Purse around the world. Check out these interviews on one of these Life Audio podcasts today.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and GodTube, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Retired teacher needed a kidney and a former student answered the call. Written by Julie Provost, read by Julie Provost. Jackie Bennett is a former teacher and coach who taught at Page High School in Franklin, Tennessee. The beloved educator was also diagnosed with kidney failure and needed a kidney transplant. And then one of his students 30 years before stepped up and answered the call, saving his life. I was getting to where I couldn't do anything. I lost about 20 to 25 pounds, Jackie shared about his condition. His daughter posted about his need for a kidney on social media. Many former students underwent testing to determine if they were a match, and Kelly was. God bless Kelly for doing this, Jackie said. She was a real smart girl and pretty as she could be, and a manager with the basketball team. What a fantastic gift Kelly gave to someone who meant so much to her. The surgery went well, and both are now home from the hospital. It's just a blessing. I feel great. Just glad to get a kidney, the thankful former teacher said. Now that he's received his new kidney, he wants to share his story and raise awareness about the importance of organ donation. Kelly shares that the pain of recovery from surgery is a small price to pay for saving a life. And when asked why she did it, she simply says, "Why wouldn't I?" It's truly a blessing from God that Kelly was able to give Jackie her kidney. It is a loving and selfless act, and we know the world needs more of those these days. Prayers to Kelly and Jackie as they continue to recover and share good things with the world. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6:2.
One of the most important and sometimes uncomfortable questions church leaders ask is, am I being paid fairly? Or maybe it's, are we paying our team fairly? Church Salary just released a new digital tool designed to help ministry leaders answer this very question. Within minutes, you can get a clean, high-level look at fair pay for your specific role with their free salary report preview. Yep, I said free. Here's how it works. You enter your role, your church size, your location, even your years of experience, and Church Salary instantly generates a ministry-specific salary report preview just for you. And the best part, every report is based on real data from churches and employees across the country, something no other generic salary calculator is built on. So if you ever wondered what fair pay looks like in ministry, visit churchsalary.com/report to get your free preview report today. That's churchsalary.com/report.
You may not know this, but the Salvation Army not only helps with physical needs, we also help with spiritual needs. One of the ways we do this is through our network of Christian podcasts. One of those shows, Words of Life, is a 15-minute weekly show, and beginning this November 16th, we'll be joined by author, professor, and podcaster Jason Thacker as we discuss all things AI and technology through the lens of our faith. Listen on your favorite podcast store or visit wordsoflifepodcast.org.
Health insurance rates in America are surging, leaving millions without affordable options. But Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills while lifting one another up in prayer. It's financial and spiritual support when you need it most. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
She's 101, still working 6 days a week, and says she wouldn't have it any other way. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. She's 101, still working 6 days a week, and says she wouldn't have it any other way. I don't want to be her. I may be a young 44-year-old, but this is how I picture the rest of my days. The hum of morning settles softly over Crescent, New Jersey, and inside a little shop filled with glimmers of gold and light, a woman stands behind a glass case, polishing a ring with hands that have known a century of work and wonder. Her name is Anne Angeletti, and at 101 years old, she's still showing up 6 days a week to her beloved Curiosity Jewelers. "If I retire, I would die," she said, with a laugh that carries the wisdom of a long-lived heart, "so I cannot stay home." And you believe her, you really do, because when you watch her, bent over a jeweler's bench, eyes bright and hands steady, you realize she isn't working to fill time. She's working because it fills her with life. Anne's story began long before the jewelry cases and diamond lights. She was just a girl in Brooklyn helping out her family's grocery store. During World War II, when her husband went off to fight, she stepped into the Navy Yard to do her part, rolling up her sleeves, proving that grit runs deep in her veins. Years later, she spotted a little storefront for rent. "I was driving by," she recalled. "The store was for rent, and I called the owner and asked him, 'How much is the rent?' And he said, $85 a month." That's how Curiosity Jewelers was born, a leap of faith, a woman's quiet defiance against the notion that dreams expire with age. Step inside her shop today, and you'll find more than fine jewelry. You'll find connection, the kind that lingers. She's known to pour a cup of coffee for anyone who walks through that door. It doesn't matter if they buy, she says with a shrug and a smile. It's about loving others and making the most of the day. And maybe that's the truest sparkle of her shop, the warmth that radiates from her heart, not just the gold in her cases. When asked how she made it this far, with strength, wit, and spark still dancing in her eyes, Anne doesn't hesitate. "You must get up, you must shower, you must eat, you must take care of yourself, you must exercise," she said. "If you don't like what you're doing, then change." Simple, sacred, steadfast. It's not just advice, it's the rhythm of her life. A melody of movement and purpose that has carried her through the decades. At 101, Anne still makes the trip into New York City's Diamond District. She still greets her daughter and granddaughter behind the counter. She still shows up, shining with a kind of hope you can't buy or bottle. Maybe that's her real legacy, not just the necklaces or gold bands, but the reminder that a woman's purpose doesn't have an expiration date. She's proof that there's beauty in staying curious, that work can be worship, and that joy is often found in simply showing up. And maybe if you're quiet enough, and you can almost hear her whisper as she opens the shop door each morning, it's about loving others and making the most of the day. A life well lived isn't about slowing down. It's about still having something left to give. Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.
At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love, because helping you put your faith into action is at the heart of what we do. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.